Hey, you're with Life Skills Patrol every Saturday night on Beagle Radio 88.1 FM or online at beagleradio.co.nz. On the line we've got Mike. Mike, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Oh, how are you doing? Have you had a good day?
Yes, I did actually.
That's cool. The subject we're talking at the moment is engaging employment. You've got quite a story to tell, haven't you?
Yes, I do.
That's cool. So, tell us, what do you do first?
I work on the recycle truck doing rubbish for Northern Waste.
Ah, cool. And so tell us the story of how you got to, because I met you before, you used to come to our Stepping into Employment Whangarei course, and that was a wee while ago now. So how did you go from way back there to finally finding yourself employed like this?
It was pretty much hard work, dedication, and pretty much the right push by the right people.
Ah, so you've got a good network of people, or you built a network of people around you, or how did it work? How did you get to be where you're at?
I built a network of people over the last 7 years, trying to help me find jobs and everything else, trying to get me where I am now.
So you've been looking for 7 years?
Yeah, I've been looking for 7 years.
Wow. And you just kept going?
I just kept going and going.
Cool. Okay, so all right. So you were at the Stepping into Employment course. You had a couple of little leads there, but nothing really came. And now it's a few months down the track. How did you get into this position?
I bumped into a friend of mine, and she said that there was a job going on down at Northern Waste, and for me to apply to it. So she works there herself. So she took me in. I met the boss. Him and I had a quick interview, and pretty much he told me to come back the following week and start straight away.
So there was an interview. There was a trial, wasn't there, for a while?
No, I skipped the trial.
Oh, really?
Yes.
So now you're fully employed. How does that feel?
It feels great, actually. It's better than the benefit.
Oh, wow. So sounds like you've got some goals and aspirations lined up ahead of you now that you're employed. So where do you see this taking you? What are your plans?
My plans are to stick with the job, help my family and friends out that need help, and try to give them the right idea and be a perfect role model for anybody else that was in the same situation as I was.
Well, I think you definitely can be that, Mike. You've never given up. You've always given it your best. So, what would you say to someone who's in the same position you were in 7 years ago?
Just keep trying. There'll be some employer out there that will hire you. Just don't give up.
How many employers do you reckon you've spoken to about work in the last 7 years?
Around 250 to 300.
So you've not been mucking around, you've been absolutely trying to get some employment?
Yes, pretty much from up and down the country.
Oh, so not just Whangarei?
No, not just Whangarei, from Kaitai all the way down to Chicago.
Oh, so what sort of jobs have you applied for?
Forestry, sawmills, cleaning, special needs, looking after the elderly, nursing.
You've done quite a bit of work experience to try and prove yourself to some of these employers, haven't you?
Yes, I have.
You reckon you've given away a few hours worth of labour in your job search?
I pretty much gave almost 2 years straight of just free labour, see how I go, just to prove myself to them, show them how I work and see how they work and get to know the ropes.
So you reckon just about 2 years of labour just to keep demonstrating what the value you bring?
Yes.
And I guess, and so, well, you never gave up, did you? How do you keep yourself going when, 2 years of free labour, different jobs, I assume?
Yes, it was different jobs.
Yep. So, I mean, and so you keep giving free labour and nothing comes of it. How do you keep going?
It's just my determination to try to find me work, help. Yeah, it's just trying to find work, get myself occupied instead of being lazy all the time, watching other people enjoy themselves, having money to spend for myself. pay the bills.
So what's the best thing about working for Northern Waste?
Different sceneries every day.
Oh, so right. It's not the same streets every day, is it? You're doing different places.
Yes, it's all over whāngarei that we do.
So what time in the morning would you have to get up to start work?
We pretty much have to be down at the depot before 7:15. We're on the road by 7.
Oh, so it's quite early. And what time do you sort of knock off?
Around 5:30, 6 o'clock.
That's a big day.
Yes, it sure is.
Is that 5 days a week?
5 days a week until it comes to summertime, then it'll be 6 days a week.
Wow. So what do you think the biggest challenge was once you started work?
Biggest challenge for me was it's a new place. I didn't know where I fitted in, if I was going to learn quick enough, and everything else. But I had good teachers there that were showing me what needs to be done, how to do it correctly, and not get myself hurt in the process.
So there's actually quite a science to refuse collection and not damaging the body so that you can keep going.
Yes.
Wow. Can you give us any technique tips?
On anything over 20 kilos for a rubbish bag, we do not lift. We pretty much put a sticker on it saying it's too heavy, and if they can lighten the load for next time round, we will come pick it up.
Right. So you guys really look after yourselves and each other.
Yes, it's pretty much a dangerous job.
So what's it like? What's the best thing about working in a team like that and watching each other's back?
It's pretty much we're there for each other. We went there together. We all want to go home safe, sound, and alive.
So you just make it happen.
Yes, we always have to.
That's fantastic. So your future aspirations are to keep working there. Help other people who may be finding it hard to get work, encourage them, inspire them, and just help as many people as you can. And it's better having a bigger paycheck. So tell me, is working 40 hours a week?
45 to 50 hours a week.
Okay, so working 45 to 50 hours a week, is it really financially better than being on benefit?
Yes, it is actually.
So you've got for the first time in 7 years, you've got a couple of spare coins to rub together.
I've got more than a few spare coins.
That's cool. So got some savings plans in place? Buying a car, going on holiday, something?
I'm planning on getting my passport and going overseas just to see how other companies work. It's the same crew like with rubbish and all that, see what their techniques are and everything else. So then I can come back and tell the boss and everything else how they do theirs and see if we can improve on ours.
So you take this very seriously, don't you, really? You're quite serious about doing the absolute best job you can.
Yes, I am.
You've always been that way, though.
Yes, I always have been.
And now someone's finally giving you the benefit.
Yes, they are.
That's cool, man. So, all right, well, there's no such thing as a perfect job. Is there anything that's a bit tough about what you do?
No, not really.
That's awesome. So you're super fit now, super strong?
Yeah, I've actually lost around 5 kilos in my first week working there.
Oh my goodness. And so you're a bit leaner now, huh?
Yes, I am a lot more leaner than I was a few weeks back.
So now you have to buy yourself a new wardrobe. That'll be the first expense.
Yes, it is actually.
Oh, that's cool. Got your eye on any sort of outfits you're after?
Not at the moment.
No. Cool. So I'll bet the social life is even picking up now.
Yes, it is.
That's very good. So what would you say to someone who is really struggling? They might not have been going for 7 years, but they're really struggling, and they're wondering if they should bother continuing with the job search or just sit back and stay on benefit. What would your advice be?
I would advise them it's the best thing to do is to try to keep going at it. It helps you with your motivation, your confidence, and there's no life living on the benefit. It's even harder living on the benefit than it is working.
Oh, that's fantastic. I love your attitude, Mike. And congratulations on the new job. You really deserve it. You've put in the hard effort. I know actually over the years you've probably managed to gather a large collection of friends that even though they couldn't employ you, they certainly admire you for your work ethic. I know several people personally, myself, that would talk very highly of you. So you've got a lot of supporters out there too, haven't you?
Yes, I've got a lot of support even from family and friends.
Yeah. But it doesn't come easy, does it? You just have to keep trying.
Yeah, pretty much if you hit a brick wall, just keep going and going and going.
If you hit a brick wall, just go through it.
Pretty much. It's life.
Hey, that's awesome, Mike. Hey, it was nice to talk to you. We'll let you carry on with your weekend, and as you just stay on the line, and I'll have a quick chat to you before you leave.